I'm trying to get to 20 decks. That should let me use most things and then probably focus a bit more on intelligence. Yeah, you can see the item pretty easily coming from this direction. It's just when you're running by the other way. Alright, let's get you first.
Kill the tree.
Large soul of a nameless soldier. There's an enemy down there. Does that mean I could actually survive the... Oh, I bet that's where... remember where we had to kill, like, the weird living tree thing, and then there was one of those weird toad things, and then we carried on up past that, and that's how we got to that ledge that had an item on it. I bet that's where that is, that we've been there already. Probably could survive the drop and get down there that way if you wanted. Bill is probably just completely confused about how I was trying to describe what that was.
Yeah.
Spatial relations is not his strong suit.
I have no idea.
No, come back, come back. Okay, we got it, we got it, we got it. Alright. Got the purple moss clump that the game tried to take away from me. And now that leads back to where we initially came into Darkroot Garden, so if we wanted to go back up to the Undead Parish, we would go that way. Okay, I'm trying to see, and the camera is not making that easy. Here we go. But if we go up this way, it'll take us to Darkroot Basin. And if I manage to not fall off the path to my death immediately, that would help. Can you come back here? I thought it was an item and I didn't realize it was moving. It'll show up again at least one more time for me to try to get it, but I'm gonna have to remember next time I'm coming down this path. There's a crystal lizard there that I need to try to get. Really wish they'd made them just a slightly different color from the items. I think this is just heading back up towards where we got in. Does the path go anywhere in this direction? No. Okay. Do not fall off the cliff. So that glow down there could be a crystal lizard or a flower or an item. Honestly, not sure which. That's an item. The leather armor set and some feather arrows and a longbow. Okay. Okay, some of that might be useful. Let's try dropping down right there. This probably just heads back up the way we came. Something way off in the distance. Like way, way off in the distance that's really hard to see through the kind of heavy blur.
I see a glow.
Yeah, that's what I meant, yes. Wonder if there's something up there. Definitely not getting to it from down here, though. There is an item right there. We need to try to figure out how we're supposed to get to that. I'm not sure if the drop is feasible or not. I'll look and see if there's another way. If not, I'm not really carrying any humanity right now. I mean, I am somehow still in human form, so whenever I die, that goes away. So I'm not quite at the fling myself off random edges state. Nope, okay, I see that again. So there's a way to at least get closer to the drop. Yep, okay, there's a path. Still a path. Oh, hi, Black Knight. I knew you were here somewhere. This is gonna be a real fun fight. Okay, so that's most of my stamina if I want to block that attack. Alright, if that's how much damage my backstab did to you, here, have some magic arrows to the face. Didn't quite get the backstab on that.
You can whip around pretty fast. There you go.
Well, so can I.
I was expecting him to be a little slower based on the other magic armor thing. Get magic.
Hey, well, you didn't manage to hit, but I also can't circle around you very well because...
This is not the best place. Okay. I really wish he would just jump off the cliff.
Yeah, if he would, like, do a back step or something and just off he goes. And if you're wondering why I'm not just backing up and using magic arrows more, it's because I can't see behind me that well when I'm backing up, and I would rather at least go out honorably trying to fight this thing than by backing off a cliff.
Okay, watch out.
I know. But thank you.
You can also close the distance pretty fast, and there is a bit of a wind-up on your magic arrow.
Yeah. I'm trying to get another backstab on him, but...
You really...
There we go.
There we go, yeah. You done? No?
Okay. Oof. At least I can block it.
Oh, he is...
Oof. Okay. Just a little more. Okay, I hit the button to cast, and then he does an armor break attack. I hit the button to cast, and it just did nothing. It does that occasionally. Luckily, very occasionally, but I have had instances where I've hit the R1 button to attack or to cast, and it either doesn't go through at all, or it goes, or worse, honestly, it goes through much, much later, like with a several, like, couple second delay. And I can't figure out what's doing it. It's done it upstairs, too, even where I have a wired controller. So,
And it's on a completely different computer, so
yeah, honestly not sure.
it's got to be a
But
game issue at that point.
I don't know. I honestly don't know. But it is something that I have noticed, and it's luckily pretty rare, but it's just really crappy when it happens right there, because when I had an opening there to get that last magic arrow in, I hit the button, nothing happens, and while my brain is still going, wait, why did I not cast? He did an attack that apparently can break through blocks, which then killed me, which is just great, because now I have to do that whole frickin' fight over again. And I'm no longer in human form, though I didn't expect to hold on to that for very long. Would have been nice, because there was actually another bonfire past him I would have liked to kindle, but not happening now. I was willing to maybe burn 1 humanity on it to, like, you know, use an item, get 1 humanity since I was still in human form and kindle that bonfire. I was thinking maybe that would be worth it. But I'm not going to burn 2 on it. For the love of... Just come fight me, you stupid thing. So I don't know. Bill, if you want to look that up to see if that's just a known issue with this game, it would be nice to know if I'm crazy or not on this. Where it's just sometimes there's a lot of lag. Like, I don't know if maybe the game was trying to load something at that particular moment. Didn't seem to stutter. Yeah, looking up stuff like that's fine. I don't care about that. Okay, lizard, crystal lizard. Let's try to get it this time. Come on, spear. Okay, apparently don't use spears when you're trying to get them because they're so low to the ground. I don't know if I'll get another shot at that one or not. That one might just be gone. But yeah, don't use spears to try to get them, or the Astok. I'm trying to think what weapon. I don't even know if the dagger would be that good to get them. I might have to use magic arrow, like soul arrows actually, because unfortunately, at least all the weapons I currently have this a very similar hitbox, and they all really suck hitting things low to the ground. Again, tried it again, and just, yeah, see, it kicked in a couple seconds later. It's really nasty when it does that. I don't know, maybe the controller's running out of juice, but none of the other inputs are lagging. So we need to skip right off the edge there. And did it again. And yeah, that just apparently will go right through, even if I'm blocking. Yeah, he's gonna get me. I managed to get the Estus just before he got me, so I guess I'm still alive at least. go. This little ledge really seems to be confusing him. Which worked out for me. And got a blue Titanite chunk, no weapon, no shield. So that is the last Black Knight that I know of. There are probably more. Still see that item down there. Looks like there's just a path to it, so I shouldn't even have to do any weird risky drops. And then that leads to the Valley of the Drakes and also a bonfire, so we will be heading that way in just a moment. The Grasscrest Shield, which I believe is not the world's best shield in terms of actually being a shield. Yeah, it doesn't have complete physical damage reduction, and its other ones aren't all that amazing. But it increases your stamina regen slightly. So if you're going to just have your shield on your back and you're not actually going to be blocking, like you plan on two-handing your weapon mostly, it's probably good for that. Because then you still get the stamina regen. This takes us out to the Valley of the Drakes. And the Valley of the Drakes would be an absolute pain right now because the only weapon I have that inflicts bleed is the Morningstar. And did I actually end up with enough strength to use that thing? Because, I mean, if I did, there's nothing stopping me from using it. Because I did take it up to 13. Yeah, actually, it only requires 11. So, yeah, actually, no, I tell a lie. I can use the Morningstar to fight these things and just rely on its bleed damage. Come on, buddy. I mean, if you want to just fly right off that cliff as you like to do, I'd be all for that as well. Yep, thanks. Off you go. So, more drakes across the bridge. The gate's not open yet, but there are some items we could get. And then if we go up that way, that heads up towards Yeah, you can see the aqueduct up there too. That leads up towards like Firelink Shrine and also part of Blighttown if we wanted to approach from that direction. Ah, I thought I was out of range. I was not. And unfortunately, the thing that I constantly have to unlearn is my instinct when they fly up to do that attack is to hold up my shield and back up. The problem is that usually that kicks me out of the lock-on range. Honestly, just them flying up, even if you don't move, will occasionally kick you out of lock-up range, and then your character will turn around, and then instead of blocking the attack, you get hit in the back, and that usually just means you die. I really hate the way the lock-on works in this game sometimes. I wish the range was a little bit longer than it is. So it's like, does it really matter if I lock on from further away? My magic still has a finite range independent of the lock-on. Arrow damage, I think, still falls off on a certain point. You have other ways, you have other methods in place that, like, make sniping from a super far distance either impossible or at least require a crap ton of ammunition. Why did you also make the lock-on range so short? That wasn't necessary and occasionally causes problems like that are really annoying. Of course, you happen to back up in a spot where there's actually a... Well, if you're gonna do that... Let's get you away from your buddy, because I'd rather not be fighting two of you. There's the bleed. Dang it! Because what you want is the situation that I'm currently in, where you've kind of just managed to wedge yourself up in between their leg and tail, and when they try to spin, they kind of clip with you in a weird way, and they take you with them. And ideally, they keep just trying to bite or do their lightning breath where they can't get you, and then you have a weapon with bleed, they bleed out pretty quickly, and off you go. Now, these guys can be tricky. We need to only get one at a time. All right, he's moving. I'm taking... Yep, spider shield, thank you. Yep, that's what I was here for, mostly. There's another item up ahead that might be useful, although I personally am not skilled enough to make great use of it. I've never actually tried soul arrows on you guys. What's that experience like? Oh, not great. And also, yeah, the lightning can hit you twice if you get stun locked into it like I did there. But yeah, fighting those three, I've done it before. I know there's an item past them. I'm kind of debating right now if it's worth me trying to do this again. I feel like having more health would actually help a little bit here so that I wouldn't get either one or two shot by quite so many of their attacks, because their lightning breath can be... It's either your greatest opportunity if you've managed to get close to them, or it's friggin' annoying if you're trying to bait them across the bridge, because it's like, I do not have room to fight you here. If you try to fight them on the bridge, I mean, you can. I've done it. It's just that what tends to happen when I try to fight them on the bridge is one of them eventually will clip me through the bridge, and then I fall to my death. So I really don't like fighting them on the bridge if I can help it. But sometimes convincing them to go past the bridge, you have to get kind of lucky with how they choose to fly. Yeah, I'm not used to that hurting quite that much. I'm not following you in quite that close because the absolute last thing I want is to have that second one coming in while I'm trying to deal with you. Alright, now you've come out just a little bit, and then you hopped right back into the corner, you stupid thing. Alright, I'm coming over here and you can frickin' follow me. Also, I've had them clip me through the ground here on this bank, too, sometimes. Like, they can push you through the bank, and then you fall into the abyss and die. Just all kinds of weird, glitchy behavior fighting these guys. There's the blade. Yep, you're gonna do the flying thing, because that's just what you really, really like to do. Missiles. Try again to get this. I'm gonna at least have to lure him back to the part of the bridge that isn't partly broken, because staying where it's partly broken is just asking to be pushed off or clipped through. Alright, gonna do that thing, so I need to not back up. Okay, so it doesn't one-shot me if I'm close to full health at the time.
It's still scary.
Yeah, you're telling me. Alright, well, if you're gonna do that, I'm gonna just take the opportunity to heal back up. Would you please get over here?
No.
Fly in! No, not the breath. The breath is not what I need here. Okay.
It's doing it. Yep.
No, not the kick.
Yeah, we don't want to do that.
Okay. Now if we can get this next one, then we can fight the last one not on the bridge.
And that'll be
a bit better.
Yeah, you'll have some breathing room.
No, not that. That is not what I need you to do. See how he's wanting to back up. Their aggro range actually isn't that far if they don't fly. Ice flown. Close the distance. Oh
No,
god!
no, no,
no, no, no, no, no, no, no, no. See why fighting where the bridge is broken is maybe
It's
not the world's best
terrible.
idea.
Yeah, I never like fighting on bridges if I can help it in any video game.
Especially against an enemy that will fly and has really weird clipping.
This is getting a little disorienting. Okay. There you go.
Still no dragon scales. Those are a pretty rare drop, so it would have been kind of lucky to get one this fast, I admit. So I know you can technically like get through that one dragon covenant if you just kill these guys over and over and over again, but it's probably a pain. Buddy, could we fight over here, please? Pretty please. Thank you. Really?
Stop doing that.
Oh no.
He clipped through the door.
Well,
Does that break the game? I really don't know.
he did this once before and I was able to kill him with fireballs because the fireballs would hit through the door, but he's stuck there now, so guess what? We get to just climb up here. Because he can't get out now.
This game has some silly clipping issues.
It does, and this area seems to just highlight them.
It's frustrating because this game, it's generally pretty fair, but then you get the occasional lying tooltip and the weird clipping, and it's like...
And honestly, I don't know if like the
Ouch.
tooltips were intentionally lying in most cases. I think just mistakes were made, like things may have been changed during development.
And they forgot to
update the tooltip. Like that's always a possibility. Well, I guess he lives in there now.
Yep. That was kind of silly.
So I'm actually going to go spend these souls, and then I'm going to come back down, kill the one dragon that's near the entrance, and then go up the path the other way, because I won't need to kill the ones across the bridge until that gate opens, and I have no idea what opens that gate. I assume it's going to open at some point. It's a big, impressive gate. I assume it goes somewhere. Because, I mean, I know the red tearstone ring can be pretty good if you're actually skilled enough to stay at low health and not die to get the bonus damage, but, you know, is it guard it with 5 freaking dragons across a bridge good? Probably not. There's probably more stuff there when it opens later.